Good evening and welcome everyone. We'll just continue and start the session as people will join in at 6 o'clock. We have few of our participants already joined, and I'm sure that there'll be some more joining in. Uh, Today we are meeting after the last session that we actually had with one of our experts and the diabetes educator with our Smit.fit team, that is Shachi Batwal. And Shachi guided us very wonderfully on various areas, various topics. And also, Nanduji presented, his wonderful photographs, and we could actually, almost experience as if we went on a wildlife tour. So Nanduji, thank you so much for last time, and we look forward again to connect with you and also travel with you someday.
Yeah,
Today we are all excited to actually get into this mode of exercise a little bit like we do with Kaustubh every time, and then today's session is about goals, right? And we named it Bullseye. And why, I will tell you. The reason is that we have been on our journeys with Smitfit for some period of time, and while we have actually been into the action of what all we are doing, sometimes it's just good to pause, breathe, inhale, and exhale, and just have a look at what all is happening, right? And that also helps us to check whether what you are doing is right, and also it's great to appreciate what you are doing well. So today's session is all about that. While we are moving towards the goals, what is it that we are doing right and what is working, as well as in a group we'll also share about if there are certain things that you might want to tweak. How do you tweak those things? Can this Smithfit community help me out doing that? Are there some things that have worked for someone else? So we are going to huddle up in smaller groups, right? So we're going to do that. But before that, let's get into some action with Kaustubh. And Kaustubh, is it difficult or easy today?
it's always easy.
It's always easy. There you go. Superb. All yours, Kaustubh.
Great. I hope everyone's ready. I hope you had a big meal in the past few minutes. If you have, please take it easy. Maybe just go really slow. If anything, any of these movements troubles you or you get any pain, you can always let me know or just drop a message, right? And I'll show an alternative. But it shouldn't be very difficult. Let's all of us start stretching out, moving a little bit. Am I audible? Please give me a thumbs up if I am.
Yes, Katie, perfectly audible.
Thank you. We're going to start off with some very simple controlled rotations, right? So we're not going to rotate without any control. Very controlled. We're going to begin with the arms. We'll start with both arms. Lift them up high. Stretch all the way. When we do this, we don't want to open the rib cage. Tuck this in. Only the shoulders stretch up. Once you reach the end, turn, roll all the way back. Stretch back as far as you can and relax. Same thing again. Raise up, stretch, turn, reach back, stretch, and relax. Let's do 3 more. Same movement. Stretch up, tuck the rib cage down, turn, reach back all the way, and down. 2 more, little faster this time. And the last one. Raise up, reach back, and relax. Okay, super. From here, we're going to work on the trunk. Just twist a little bit. Very simple. We're going to go a little wide, twist to the side, come back, twist to the other side, and come back. Leave the arms up. We're still warming up the shoulders while we work on our torso. Do not relax the arms. Keep them nice and high. Great. And relax. Now we're going to do a controlled rotation with the hip socket here. So we're going to start in the front, raise up nice and high, go out to the side, bring the foot back, and lift back up. If you feel like you're losing balance, try to look at something that's stable in front of you that's not moving, or you can always hold a pillar or something of that sort to give you a little bit of support. So I've got a wall here, you can hold the wall, lift up in control as high as you can, to the side, go back, and raise back up. Again, side, back, and raise back up. We're doing 5 on one leg before we change the side. To the next leg now. Again, raise as high as you can. Control, hold something for balance if you need. Bend the hip, go behind, raise back up, go to the side, and back down. And relax. Next bit, we will do a little bit of forward bending. With the forward bending, please don't give any jerks to your back. Go very easy and go only as far as you can, pain-free. It should be stretch, not pain. You're going to push the hips back, reach for the toes, go wherever you can, stand back up. We're doing 7 of these. Just opening up the lower back and the hamstrings. Spend a lot of time sitting today. This will be great for you. And relax. Okay, today's set of exercises is especially to help us work the muscles at the back of our shoulders and fix all of our technological dinosaur postures that we've created with our desktops. We're going to try and fix those. So to set up, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend to be very tired. So when you're very tired, you end up here on your knees, fatigued. We're going to set up here, push ourselves up, get with a nice flat back. Step 1, hands on the side. We're going to raise, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and come back down. If at some point you feel like your back is upping, you could also lie down on the floor and do the same action. We're going to do this 10 times. Only thing to add now, you will turn the palm, squeeze the shoulders together, and relax. Turn the palm, squeeze the shoulders together, and relax. Let's do that for 7 more. 3, 4, 5. And let's take a break. You may feel your back working at the part of it. You may feel a slight burn because the muscle has to hold that isometrically, but it's intended. Next one now, we come back to this position. Arms will raise up close to each other and come back down. Side will reflect and come back flat. Raise up, come back down, raise up, and come back down. We're going to try to keep the arms straight, stretch from the upper back and the shoulders. Try not to bend at the elbows. And let's take a break. Are we feeling okay?
Yeah, Katie, perfect.
Super. We're doing 2 more and then we will be done. Next variation, we went arms close. This looks like an eye when I teach children. It's now eye. So we're going to go a little wide. Same action working from the upper back. We stay bent forward. We raise up, pause for 1 second, and drop back down. Raise up, pause for a second, and drop back down. Try not to strain the neck or the back. and relax. One last one. What we are going to do now is we will bend the elbows, bring them together, turn the palms out to the side, and open up the chest each time. So we come in and open up the chest. Again, we will do this in this bent forward position. Last 10 repetitions. Bend at the elbows, turn out, raise, squeeze the shoulders together, and relax. And take a break. Okay, just to relax our back a little bit, we're just going to bend forward, breathe here for a few seconds. Relax into that stretch. Let the back stretch down. It's okay even if it rounds a little bit. When you stretch, and just breathe here for a few. And slowly come on up. Okay. Hope you are feeling a little more energized.
Absolutely,
Anand, back
Katie.
over to you.
Superb. Thanks, Katie. And I
Thanks,
think
everybody.
it's always important to actually move a little bit at different stages, because I'll tell you this long time computer working is one thing, but during the day, even if you are not sitting in front of a computer, okay, you tend to get stagnated when you are not getting out, right? And in certain cases, we are still not moving too much out of our houses. So, these small things just help. So, thanks, Katie. And you seem to be outdoors. Enjoy your fresh air outside. Thank you so much. And moving on, what we are going to do today is, I talked about the bullseye, and uh, the thing is very simple. Katie, you know what we are going to do today. Are you aware of what we're going to do?
So we're gonna have group breakouts and discuss our progress towards our goals and how
Absolutely.
we've been moving, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But while we do that, I want to ask one question to you, Katie, that typically in the exercise forms, or there are certain goals that we keep in, and how are work goals different than health goals, according to you, Katie?
How are what goals, sorry, Anand?
Work goals different than
Work
health goals.
goals. Um, I don't think there's much of a difference.
All
I
right.
I think uh, I think they're quite similar. If anything else, the importance we give to health goals seems to come very secondary. That's the only thought that comes to mind.
Yeah.
But all other rules apply, right? They're important to keep moving in the right directions, and they drive us the same way. It's just a matter of setting them consciously and working towards them with a good sort of attitude.
Yeah, the only difference
Which
that I see, Katie, with work goals and health goals is that when you are actually thinking about the work goals, you take them very seriously, right? And when you are talking about health goals, I think the key factor of actually achieving those goals is to take it easy, right? And the whole idea of if you be hard on yourself, health goals can become daunting, and the health goals can become tough on you. So the idea is to just take it easy and support each other on those goals. And with that rule, I think that again, if you apply back to work, okay, where teamwork, supporting each other can actually reduce the pressure. And why somebody takes pressures of goals is because maybe they have not distributed the tasks equally enough for them to feel comfortable. Same happens with the health goals as well. When you are achieving them alone, or you're trying to chase them alone, it becomes tough. If you try to work with somebody, it becomes easy. And that's today's task. What we are going to do is we are going to take down our pressure of these goals. And how is we'll break out and actually feel free to talk about these goals a little bit, because your Smithfit app might have given you a goal saying that what your weight should be blah blah blah. Now, how do we move from something should be blah 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 to how can I make it possible, right? And so if I start working out with you, Katie, then it becomes easy for me, because then I'm not pressured of thinking of what am I going to do. I just keep doing good stuff, right? And the other way around. So I think that's an important key out here. And all our health coaches, all our other coaches of exercise and nutrition, all of them are with us today. So we are pretty excited to have these small group understandings about what each of you mean by the bullseye. So let's move, and today Sejal is going to be our leader. Every time she spotlights other people, I'm spotlighting her today. And so go ahead, and we are looking forward to just enter
Yes.
different rooms.
Okay. All right. So the rooms are ready, and you
Right.
have your health coaches in them, and you have the whole Smithfit team here to support you. So the least that we expect from all our lovely Smithfitters is to open their hearts out and tell us what is that we expect from this journey. So all the very best.
Let's go ahead and share the goals. We are all here, and nobody excluded. Suvarna, Kitki, what are your goals as well? So you are to share with us your goals as well, because that will make it very interesting.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, anybody who would like to share.
So goals in the sense, as we said, life goals or work goals?
Health goals.
Health goals. Okay.
Why work goals, Suvarna? Why?
Yeah, I had a comment on that question, Anand, you asked, right? What is the difference between work goal and health goal? Work goal helps benefits your organization balance sheet. Health goal helps you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So please ignore work goals and focus on your health goal.
Yeah, and especially to add to that, Gandhali, health goals will help you balance your balance sheet of life. So that is equally important.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. So let's look at our PNL.
Shashank sir, you're on mute. You're saying something. Okay, you're not.
No, we
Okay.
can't hear you, Shashank.
It's the same headphone problem. Please remove them.
So it was solved actually. Now it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what I was saying, work goals, is generally are set by customer or a boss for us, whereas health goal we set ourselves for us. So okay.
See, hi,
Sir, what
hi. My view about work goal and health goal. Hello.
Yeah, Ruby
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Uh,
Yes, Ruby ma'am, we can hear you.
yeah. So, being a house maker, if the health of the housemaker is good, then, and if the family members' health is good, then the work goal of the housemaker is excellent, isn't it?
Very true.
So if the lady of the house is healthy, then the family members are also healthy.
Couldn't agree more.
Perfect.
So that is my work goal and health goal.
I think next I want to hear from Anand. Anand, I don't know this question applies आपके लिए या नहीं,
No, no, no,
because
no, no.
when
It
we talk about
applies.
health,
It applies.
So
It
that's everyone.
applies. It applies to everyone.
yes.
Absolutely
So
everyone.
apart from आपके 108 सूर्य नमस्कार that you're known for, what else is your goal?
All right. So one of my health.
Mahendra, sorry to interrupt. Mahendra Nagraj sir needs to
Yes,
drop off.
Mahendra ji, would you like to share and then leave? It will be great if you would like to quickly in a minute maybe share and leave.
I don't know if he
Yeah, I think.
can. He's unmuted, so maybe.
No, I will
Right,
definitely spend a minute before I leave.
Absolutely.
Great.
I happen to be a retired person, so there is no work goal for me at this point in time. I have only a health goal, and which is what I am trying to focus. As Tavishi may share with you, I have just undergone an angioplasty about 7 months ago, so I need to take my health much more seriously. Is the message that I have received, and that is the reason I am in touch with Tavishi. So that is the only goal that I have at this point in time. I don't know if I have answered your question or not, but then that is my personal response.
Absolutely, Mahendra ji, and I think this whole journey is going to be made easy with all of us being together in this. So we are ready to hear and listen to what you would like to share in going ahead. So please stay in touch. Stay in touch with other Smithfitters as well on the group, and you can see everybody here: Deepak ji, Raksha ji, Shashank, Ruby ji, and these are all your fellow Smithfitters and us as well. So we don't exclude ourselves from these journeys. We are also absolutely part of it. So at any point in time you feel, stay assured that we are
I
there
think
to
that is
support.
great to know, and I would surely be in touch. Tavishi is my connect point, and I must share that I am absolutely happy the way I am interacting with her, the way she is interacting with me. So that is a positive feedback I wish to give, and a pat on the back to Tavishi.
Thank you so much, sir.
Superb. No, that's great. That makes us feel perfect. Tavishi, good going.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mahendra ji. If you would
Thank
like
you
to.
and bye. Sorry,
Bye.
sorry, I have to leave. Sorry.
No
No,
problem,
no
sir.
problem.
Thank you so much for joining in.
No problem. Right. So my personal health goal is pretty clear. One,
Anand,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt you, but when you tell us our health goal, could you also throw some light on what a good way of setting goals is, if that's possible?
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. So there are two things. One important thing which is more parametric, where you have certain parameters in front of you of maybe your HbA1c level or your weight or your blood pressure, or your blood sugar or blood pressure. These are three, four things that we are counting these days. But there are certain other goals which are relatively simpler. And if you break down the outcome goals to your action goals, and your action goals those are very very simple. Like, are you able to manage your time, and which is connected to the life plan? Okay, time when you eat. One simple goal that हिंदी, yes, perfect. तो हम जब बात करते हैं गोल्स की, तो हमारा जो टाइम है खाने का टाइम, ये बहुत ही सिंपल सा हर रोज का गोल है कि हम टाइम पे खाते हैं या नहीं, है ना? दूसरा गोल है टाइम रिलेटेड टू स्लीप। तो खाना और सोना, इन दो बातों का टाइमिंग इज वेरी क्रूशल। और हमें पता चला है, स्वाति कीप सेइंग दिस ऑल द टाइम, कि अगर आप खाने का टाइम भी मूव करते हैं ना थोड़ा, तो आपके वेट में बहुत फर्क पड़ता है, राइट? सोने का टाइम भी वर्कआउट करते हैं ना, तो आपके वेट में बहुत फर्क पड़ता है, राइट? तो दीज आर द थिंग्स दैट यू नीड टू रिमेम्बर अबाउट द एक्शन गोल्स। और तीसरा डिफिकल्ट वाला एक्शन गोल है एक्सरसाइज, और इसमें गंधाली वुड एग्री टू मी सेइंग दैट ओनली अ बडी और अ ट्रेनर कैन हेल्प यू आउट, राइट? क्योंकि वो होता है ना, किसी के साथ में एक्सरसाइज करना। हमारा फ्रेंड जब हमें बोलता है चलो लेट्स लेट्स गो एंड डू सम एक्सरसाइज, इट्स मोर मोटिवेटिंग टू एक्चुअली डू दैट। तो दैट्स द ब्रेकडाउन, दैट एक्शन गोल्स विल लीड टू आउटकम गोल्स, right? So small action goals will really really help. So now moving on to my personal goal is that I'm planning to stop working slightly early in the day. Like the evening, I want to stop working earlier. The reason being, I start very early, meaning my yoga sessions begin in the morning, or my yoga practice needs to begin in the morning. So that's one of my action goals, saying that I have to set my routine in such a way where I don't extend my cognitive process thinking work too long. So that's one of my goals, and these things keep changing because of your work scenario. So that's one of my action goals. And second goal is that I want to work on the quality of sleep. It's not bad at all, but I want to improve it even more. So that's my second action goal. Of course, I'm sure that it's going to contribute into my weight as well. Although I can take on my weight, if it reduces even more is great, right? So maybe another 4 kgs reduced will be brilliant. So yeah, for HbA1c and blood pressure, maybe I'm a little higher on the blood pressure compared to, I haven't measured it very regularly, but I'm sure that I'm a little up than normal. So that also, getting it a little down would be another goal. So these are my personal. Over to everybody else.
Vijal, I think we can hear what all our Smitfitters have to say
I
one
think
by
let's go
one.
to Gandhari. Gandhari, let's hear how was your trip first and what's your goal?
Yeah, trip was amazing. Very relaxing, much
So where
needed.
was it?
Went to Rajasthan, Shashank, and spent some time. Not too much of sightseeing, just enjoyed the stay in hotel, just the difference in scene and different people, and lot of food, lot of food. So all the dal bati churma and pyaz ki kachori, gatte ki sabzi, all
You
that I
have to
experienced.
eat that when you go to Rajasthan, so that's
Exactly. Yeah.
necessary.
So did all that. So yes, so it was very relaxing, very refreshing. So back now with more refreshed, fresh mind. So yeah, my health goal, right? And that's been a journey. Last, I think, 1 year. I'm almost 1 year now. I'm associated with Smit.fit, and the journey has been fantastic. So when I joined, I think my HbA1c was 8.2, and now in May when we did it, it was 7.4. So that's the journey, and it's not just that number, right? The associated lifestyle changes is what sustainable, right, and long term impact. So that's really helping. So if I now look at for next, say, 6 to 7 month, I somehow gave a target to myself as a March end that coincides with my birthday month. So I think I want to come to 6.5 as my HbA1c, and at least 8 to 10 kgs weight loss, which
Out of 10,000 steps a day, should we move on to Nanduji? Nanduji, could you
My
please?
goal while joining Smitfit was to reduce weight and bring my sugar under control. It was within control, but I wanted to lower it down further. I'm very happy to say that now my sugar for last 2 months has been between 6.3 and 6.5 HB1AC.
Wonderful.
And my weight has come down from 71 kg to 64 kg, and it is now stable at 65. So one day it is 65.2, 65.5, but in that range only for last 15 days. And I'm started with about 2,500 steps a day, and right now my daily quota is about 13 to 14,000 steps, and that too within the house only. I don't go out for walk.
Wow, that's very inspiring.
That's superb, Nandu sir.
Nandu sir, if I can ask you a question, what about your medication regimen? How has that changed now that you are in such good control? Is your doctor saying anything about that?
Doctor has reduced one very costly tablet I was taking, which was about 840 rupees for 10 tablets, that
Okay.
he has stopped. And there are two more tablets where he has reduced the power.
Very
But there
good.
is no insulin for me, luckily.
That's so nice, because ultimately when that happens, then and that's what I was sharing. Reducing the medications gives you more energy.
From you, please.
रक्षा जी, you can also tell us. आप बता सकते हो आपके health goals क्या है?
आपको तो मालूम है.
बाकी लोगों को बताना, मुझे तो मालूम है.
I am not following, that is my fault. But I have to follow. I have to reduce my blood, that diabetes and all. And I have to be healthy.
That's very good, ma'am, that you're accepting it and you're ready to follow it. So kudos to you for that. Acceptance is the key.
From
First.
Monday, I'll follow.
अच्छा, very good. Monday से करेंगे.
हाँ, ma'am also just got done traveling. अभी वो वापस आए हैं. अभी she reached 15 minutes back and she joined our meeting.
Very good, amazing.
Oh, that's some
So,
dedication.
Raksha ji, मुझे बोलना चाहिए कि you have already started your journey if that's the case.
हाँ.
15 मिनट पहले आके भी आपने session join किया. So very good.
Have we heard from Janvi?
No, why me?
Janvi, what are your
Let us
goals?
complete first.
It's okay. They उनको भी पता होना चाहिए ना वो किसके साथ काम कर रहे हैं. So Janvi, over to you.
Sure. Thank you, Sejal. So, I just agreed to one point and, I've moreover started agreeing to this after joining Smit.fit. I should agree that, health is wealth. And this is a very common term which we are all aware of, right? But it's very rare that हम लोग ये चीज implement करते हैं हमारे life में. Coming back to saying that work goals, right? So, for people who like us who are working professionals, we often tend to forget that meal time हमें specific ही follow करना चाहिए. Yeah, we have to drink a lot of water and all those things. This was never there in my life throughout, like the routine which I had before joining Smit.fit. So let me really agree to that after joining Smit.fit, now I'm very particular about my meals and everything. And I would like to especially thank all the nutritionist team out here, because they are the ones who have guided me very well, and because of them I have already lost around 5 kgs, which is a huge achievement for me. And
Wow.
I still have 3 more kgs. So thanks to Suvarna, Swati, Kaveri, they have all guided me pretty well. So yes, so that's towards my health goal journey.
Congratulations, Janvi.
Thank you, Suvarna.
तो ये तो अभी पता चल गया हमें.
It's all because of you, Swati and Kaveri. Good.
Awesome, Janvi.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Congratulations, Janvi. Nilofer, if you don't mind, we would love to hear from you as well. Okay, Nilofer, can you hear us? Okay, we'll give you some time there. Anybody else would like to speak?
So can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So see, actually, that first few sessions, last year back when we started, right up October, November, there are few things I realized. Of course, I joined this not because of any sugar issue or anything, but I just thought that I can enjoy various sessions and the knowledge or interactions with the people joining in this group, and I'm really enjoying that for last now more than a year. Okay, so but then after few sessions, and just before Diwali, I guess by November, I realized that I need to start setting some formal goals. Okay, and I will read it out what I don't know. Yeah, you can still hear me because I have opened other document.
We can
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So I just wrote it down. I divided into like exercise, food, and lifestyle, right, or something like that. So I said, and then I realized that let me not focus actual outcome. Okay, I focused on few small steps or initiatives, you can say. So I said that I will do brisk walking 6 days out of 7 days, 6 kilometer every day, or yoga or stretching 4 days out of 7 days, 40-minute session. Then pranayam 5 days out of 7 days, 20 minutes at least. Then in terms of food, I said that, and I divided, total 14 meals. So 4 out of 14 meals, soups and salads. And, this was inspiration from Swati, actually. She explained various things. Then no consumption of sweets for more than 2 days after 6 p.m. Then 2 liters of water a day, at least 5 out of 7 days. Dinner before 7:30, if possible, all 7 days. But at least 4 out of 7 days. Um, and then again the sleep time, and like before 11 o'clock, and go to bed, and then so I worked on that from November till May. It really worked well. Okay, and I forget outcome anyway. I my HbA1c or this fasting was under control, but actually I reduced 4 kgs over from November to May, whatever, 6 months, from and I started feeling much better. Of course, sometime in May, and we brought home a small puppy of 40 days old, and last 3 months everything went for a toss. So now, so that's the reason actually, and it's my laziness. Puppy is the reason, you can say whatever. So it got broken, and then actually I took time, or I'm still taking time to bring it back. And actually, I told
Don't
Ketki
worry,
that,
let the puppy grow. It'll make you run.
but
So
that's
you'll be
what is
back to it.
happening. We have no sleep schedule, running around with puppy, and so all that is happening. Maybe that's a different exercise. Okay, but that schedule actually helped me. Okay, it interactions gave me different insights into different type of food, why we do it, the reasons behind it, right? There were various sessions on proteins, carbohydrates, and different parts. So yes, so I in nutshell, I'm what I'm, and now I will go back to those my initiatives which I follow, because I believe that I just focus on initiatives and outcome will come automatically. So that's it. Yeah. But one very important thing Anand mentioned, and which I realize which is true, but I am unable to do it, is having a buddy or somebody trainer, or somebody with whom you can do, or a small group who regularly do it, and I'm sure that will help a lot. So far I
Absolutely.
haven't tried that, but that will help.
Absolutely. And Shashankji, what I feel is you can start off with the group sessions that we have online, and
Yes.
then connect those with the other sessions that are happening, or maybe offline you're doing it with somebody, or a neighbor or a friend or something like that. Then these Tuesday, Thursday, Friday boosters will definitely do help. Great.
Yeah.
And I agree to शशांक जी, उन्होंने जब शुरू किया उनका जर्नी, तो वी यूज टू थिंक कि शशांक जी वैसे तो गोल रखते नहीं है, और इनिशियल डेज में वी वर जस्ट being there with him, and he was also grasping and asking questions during the session so many number of times, that that's the beauty, that each individual is different, और उनको कब गोल्स रखना जरूरी है, that is completely left up to the person. एंड आई फील दैट्स इम्पोर्टेंट, क्योंकि कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि somebody would just take into take things into your stride understanding first, and then go on to the actions, right?
So by the way, November May finally I had to set goals because one thing I am clear in my mind that I should not compromise on any festival or festivities of fruit. So मैं बोला अभी लड्डू खाने का time तो आ गया. So I better put other
Goals.
goals, okay, in place so that also I can enjoy the
Festivities, basically.
festivities. So that's why I started in November.
Great. Great.
Perfect time to start. Anand, should we go back to the
Yes.
इंतजार कर रहे हैं हमारा?
Everybody is done.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Ruby ma'am's left, but one before we go, Shashank sir, I'd like to just point out that the fact that you've written down all your goals is wonderful. I think if more of our participants would also be able to write them down, then it becomes concrete. कि अच्छा मैंने लिख के paper पे मेरे सामने रखा हुआ है. Now I need to follow these.
I think Ranjana ma'am
Great
wants to
practice.
speak.
Yeah.
Ranjana ma'am, go ahead. Hello.
Thanks. Hello. Thanks to you for the first time I am attending
So
this.
happy
But
of
I am
coming.
very happy to see the group.
I'm
Interaction
so
is
glad.
very good.
Great.
So I will follow. I am now motivated by all these people. So I will do. And I will tell you next
ये तो
time.
बहुत आधे लोग हैं, इनसे भी यंग है हमारे महारथी जो दे आर सो डेडिकेटेड दैट उनसे हम सीखते हैं.
हम लोग यंग नहीं है.
हाँ तो वही तो मैं कह other way around. Kedar sir is younger, no, but that way.
Gandhali, she's put it the other way around.
Other way around. तो
हम लोग यंग नहीं है बोल रही है.
हम लोग टीनेजर्स हैं, वो लोग तो अभी शुरुआत कर रहे हैं.
Sir also hasn't told us his goals.
Thank you, Sejal.
Okay.
Welcome, ma'am.
Deepak sir is left as well. He
Uh,
was
Hello.
Yes, Ruby ma'am, go ahead.
Shashank has covered most of the points that I was also about to say, that since the time I joined this Smitfit group, I have learned lots from this group, how to keep myself healthy. Though this year was a very hectic year with me in my life, it was full of excitement and a lot of stress at home. And I also underwent COVID. So because of that, also my but thanks to all the nutritionists and the trainers and Anand and Ketki and them, that some of the days I could not join the sessions in the morning, but I did try to do those exercises whenever during the day I was able to do them. So I did follow all those, and as far as my sugar and BP and everything is concerned, most of it is under control. I remember Swati saying to me that certain people have to be told not to eat, but in your case we have to tell to eat. So so it was something that she would say that I have to adopt these habits and change my lifestyle and my eating habits, so which I learned from this group, and I'm very thankful to you that it has really made a lot of difference in my health goals. So that's it that I had to say. Most of it Shashank has covered in any case.
All right. So I think you had your small group discussion, and we refreshed our goals, and I feel now we are more sharpened in terms of how we want to move forward. I'm going to connect this back to going back to your supports and buddies going ahead. So this week and next week are the 2 weeks that we are going to keep as high activity weeks. So high health activity weeks is what I would say, and for a particular reason, being that in some areas of Maharashtra or wherever there is a Ganesh festival, Ganpati festival being celebrated, there is more and more opportunity of sweets coming in. So I wouldn't say high alert, but time for buddies and the support system and the mechanism for Smithfit to be on toes for each other. So Shashank ji has already decided to do so many things, and he keeps a streak. He keeps 4 out of 7 days, 5 out of 7 days, timings, and so many good things. And we got to learn from each other. Uh, Pick your buddy, pick your team, and you already have the health coach. So stay connected, go back to your health coaches, and we are looking forward for a more number of Smitfitters being connected now. So it is all our responsibility right now. It's 24 of us over here. So we will also pick somebody who's not present over here in the weekly session, just to check on them, saying that, hey, how are you doing? Right. And we are all on the WhatsApp group. So somebody who's not here can be pinged, and you might want to ask them, how they are doing. Right. So on that note, let's come towards the closure of the session. Anything else anybody would like to share? Hope you found the
Anand, I
exercise.
guess Rishikesh ji has just joined the session itself.
Oh, all right. All right. Rishikesh ji, hi. Good to
Was in one of the rooms.
Yeah, I
no?
was there in the
Yeah, he
breakout
was
session.
there.
He was
He was
in the
there.
breakout. He was in our breakout.
Okay, okay, my bad. I didn't know.
Yeah, he joined a little late, but he was there and he
But
shared
I
his
think
views.
this was great, Anand. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining. We wish you to have a very good weekend, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Perfect. All right. Bye.
Bye.